one lyric that describes you. In a stark white conference room of a library one early winter morning, the first line I thought of was my sister's ringtone. The one she couldn't stop singing this past semester in college. Maybe when someone's 4,110 miles away, you start to realize how much you love her. How I'm not instantly repelled when someone says I'm like her like I used to the past 15 years. I'm starting to remember little things like this. Bet you get mad that I'm writing a poem about her breakup and her boyfriend, but did I tell you, she is beautiful. Blue eyes and ginger corkscrews that could never be recreated with a box dye and a perm. I speak from experience. It discredits her far too much to think hair color, a similar playlist, and her hand-me-downs could capture the fire and spirit of her words. But how long has that spark been burning? While I was watercolor painting, she was stressing about being sent to the homework table. And while I was putting off long division, she was putting on homecoming dresses. And I never would have described her as strong. But as the person who's been looking up to her the longest, I can't come up with the moment that changed. And I can't imagine how hard it must have been for her to realize that corsage was too tight, and I couldn't stop him from picking up the console one too many times for her to feel like his girlfriend, and I wasn't allowed to stay up late enough to figure out why she was crying. But Shelby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't know who the Half-Blood Prince was for an extra weekend because the day I decided to read under the table during math was a Friday. And I'm sorry your sunglasses are sitting in an undeveloped lot in West Omaha. I thought you were kidding when you told me to you dared me to throw them out the window. And I'm sorry I pulled you up the slide by your hair when you asked for help. That wasn't the help you were looking for. I promise it'll never happen again. Because despite the fact I'll always be taller, you outgrew the playground first. And you're 20, learning how to say, I don't like shrimp very much in Norwegian, and I'm learning how to say, I don't miss you in a convincing enough tone. Sister, you can bet I'll curse your name in the 7-hour time difference when my alarm sounds, but there's no way I'll go a day without a Snapchat of how you're doing. And every time you're screaming at a 21 Pilots concert, you know I'll be listening to their set list in my headphones. Because even though I feel every one of those 4,110 miles, some days I could swear I still hear you singing. I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze and love is a riddle. I can't figure it out. It's bringing me down, I know. I've got to let it go and just enjoy the show.